he don't deserve anything from Man United fans. We'll clap him when we see him, but he don't deserve anything from the Man United fans in the sense of we owe him something. We showed we owed him something with the salary that we gave him, and he didn't repay it back. It was a one-way relationship, and you know what? Shame on you and your brother, because guess what? You lot ended in Aston Villa. You're near the bullring, fam. No disrespect to Birmingham, because I met my wife there, but guess what? You could have went to AC Milan. You could have been living your life. You could have been hearing how Napoli scored, McTominay. You could have been hearing all of that, bro. And now you have to face the British media, who are gonna be looking at every single performance with a microscope. He has to rise.
KG, it's not even for me like potentially he could have gone to AC Milan, PSG, or whatever, bro. It's literally the fact that this guy suffered from a syndrome of wanting to be the face of Manchester United. And you know, the fact that he started off as our Carrington, like, you know, crop. And all the potential that he had, with all the conversations, like comparisons that we were making, that, oh, Rashford could potentially, you know, become world class. Them days are gone, and that's such a disgrace. Something I never thought I'd see in my life. Rashford leaving Manchester United at 27, and now it's time for him to actually. Personally, I don't even know if going down like a couple of hours down the M6 to Aston Villa is going to give him the change that he needs, because this guy he's suffering from, it's one of that thing where like every time you saw when we lose the ball, he walks back or jogs back. He doesn't have the ultimate track back that you need from a player that's trying to put his maximum on the pitch. So the fact that right now all the world has seen and all the world knows, thanks to Ruben Amorim, the type of person he is, bro, I'm done with this player, and I'm happy that he's leaving. I'm like one of those things where it's like good riddance. To answer your question, Joe, I don't see no way back. This is the ending of his, like, it's starting to decline right now, because all the things that made him great, pace, right? All that pace is going to start dwindling down. You're not going to be running any faster when you're 29. Right now, this guy's just, it's the end of Marcus Rashford. It's starting now. He might pull off a Jesse Lingard, you know, for the first couple of weeks, whatever, you know, and then, but the truth of the matter is we can see through the lines. And Marcus, I don't see any more like from his career at top level, you know? So.
You know what, yeah, I have to, go on. No, I was going to say one thing though. I might have to disagree with you on that. Yeah, even if he does resurge his career, whatever, over Aston Villa, right? Yeah. The thing is, I do believe that is actually not the end of him. This whole new challenge thing is all about if he can get his head down outside of football is a whole nother question, isn't it? I think Marcus Rashford he's just lost love for football in general, I think. And this is just a personal opinion, you know. I don't have no inside sources. I'm not talking no Mark N shit. I'm just telling you that I do not believe that Marcus Rashford loves the game of football anymore. Once you can't do the basics, like just track back for the manager. If you can't do the basics of what a manager's asking you to do, 3 or 4 managers gone through, you've gone through 3 or 4 managers and not done what they've asked you to do and wasted time, bro. You could have been here building this club, like KG just said, yeah, how he should be our talisman, our Salah. Do you know what I mean? Our Saka. Like, who are you? Who do you want to be, really? It was easy. It's right there for you to take the reins, bro. And all it is for you to just give some actual effort on the pitch, yeah? If it's one thing that you could never cuss a player for, if they're not delivering on the pitch, but they're trying, they're giving their all, at least you can say, you know, it's not good enough, but at least he tries. McTominay was one of those people that you can say he was never good enough, but you know what? At least that guy tried every single time. He left his shirt on the pitch, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's blood, sweat, and tears. If he was going in for a tackle, you know he's going all in for the tackle. We only want players like that at the end of the day, at least with that minimum amount of attitude. And it's the bare basics that you need to have for a player. And Marcus Rashford is just, he's lost the love for the game. He doesn't want to do those things.
I don't think he's lost the love of the game. I think he stayed in a relationship too long. Sometimes, you know,
he's lost love for Man United then. He's lost love for Man U.
Well, no, well, it's complicated.
It's more like he got complacent in the relationship.
My daughter's calling me.
he got too complacent.
I sent her away. Hold on.
Oh,
Princess, what's up, babes?
Can you pick me up?
Oh, I can't pick you up today. 1 second. Let me. What do you call it?
Yeah, private talk. Private talk.
Yeah.
Go on.
Joe.
Yes, talk to me.
Okay, I heard your point about, maybe he's not finished, because like when you look at it from his perspective, right? Aston Villa have lost Duran, right? And he's actually could help like Unai Emery like with the counter attacks, and not only that, he's going to be playing Champions League football. So maybe this might just be one of those things that just like he needs to just like revive, rejuvenate himself a little bit. But for me, the thing about it, what the point that I was trying to make is that the things that made Marcus Rashford like good or slash almost gonna be great is the stuff that is not sustainable on a long term. Pace that he used, that was
Here's
his
the
main
thing, though.
ingredient. He was a
You say pace. Look, he also had a good eye for goal. Let's not be funny here.
what
He's
goal?
always had a good eye for. Bro, no, listen, a guy that scores 30 goals, yeah. Look, he's had up and down seasons, yeah. It's not like he's incapable of doing so. Let's just be honest, yeah.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he finds form again and he finds the passion over at Aston Villa, playing Champions League, competing for maybe top 4 again, maybe trying to get into that top 3, maybe trying to win the league. Aston Villa may be capable of that kind of thing right now under Unai Emery. Do you know what I mean? Look at the competition that's surrounding them right now. And around this season and next season, we'll see what he can do if he stays over at Aston Villa. Because once again, this is just a loan period, right? So if it goes well, maybe someone else might even come in and buy him. Maybe he might get that dream move to Barcelona that he's been in for so long. Do you know what I mean? Who knows?
Nah, Barcelona, forget that, fam. He's gonna be like this, bro. He's gonna stay there for a long time, fam. he's gonna be an Aston.
Oh, Rashford.
I don't know about Barcelona, but like the thing
you
about
never know, bro. Look, if he does well, then why not? Fam, if he helps Aston Villa do anything this season, who knows who comes in for him? Because people might see the value in him when he actually puts in the goddamn effort. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I hear what
when
you're
he actually puts in the effort, then it's a different story. Do you get what I mean? So hopefully this might even bring someone else in to try and bid for him at the end of the season. That's what we need to hope for as well. Let him showcase himself right now and do well.
I think it's a good thing what's happening right now. I think it's a good thing. Like Rashy getting there, that picture's disrespectful though. But I think it's a good thing Rashy going there for so many different reasons. Like one, it's a change of environment. Rashy hasn't had to like think about it. He's known Man United his whole life. Bro, it's like starting uni. It's like starting uni. Freshers. Yeah. He's doing freshers fair, bro. Now he's not there. He doesn't get to go into that space as the king. You don't go into it as a king. You're going there as the new guy. You're going there with a point to prove. He's basically doing, you know how we've done the new manager bounce for all these managers and stuff? The players show up for a little while and then they fall off the cliff. This is what he's going to do. And I hope we get the best version of Marcus Rashford because he is still hoping that he ends up at Barcelona. He is still hoping he gets the last laugh. I would love it. Like, even if they go all the way and, I don't know, win the Champions League, I'd love them to do something like that. I don't care. Like, some people said, how's it going to look if he goes in? Is it going to be embarrassing for the manager? No, it's not, because guess what? Right. He didn't care anymore in the Man United shirt. So it's not a guy that's in a, we use that relationship one, right? You're in the relationship. Yeah, you have some love for that person, but I'm not in love with you no more. Are you with me? It's like, I used to love you. I don't feel that way about you no more. I'm not excited the same way I used to be. So guess what? We can go our separate ways. Can you still be a good husband, still be a good boyfriend or whatever, partner? Yes, just not with you. Simple as that. Like, and it's just, that's the way it is right now. That's where it is right now. I feel like Marcus Rashford has stayed a couple of years just for the kids, in the sense of just like he's done that one.
Wait. I like that you're bringing this up because I have a question. Why does it feel like Alejandro Garnacho is more mature than Marcus Rashford? Why is the other guy pushing 30 and he doesn't have kids, and then there's a guy who's so young and has kids, and there seems like a big vast in maturity level,
Well, I think it's the hunger level. There's a hunger. Like, he's still got a lot of his career to play. Marcus Rashford feels like he's arrived, and the club allowed it. We've done that. We've allowed him to feel like he's arrived. Because there was a lack of standards or lack of winners in that dressing room, he became the face of the Man United dressing room. For what? then there should be right now. There's who's the winner in that dressing room. But he's now saying maybe Europa, all these little things, and being the highest paid player is enough. It's not enough. You know what I mean? So we've seen a steady decline, but he's walking around like the man. And what Ruben is saying is, I want humility across the board.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you're the man, then why are you not pulling up and doing exactly what the man should be doing? That's the problem I have with him. You think you're the man, so do what the man should do. Who have you learned from? Who have you learned from to say that that's what you should be doing? If you're the guy, if you're that guy, if you're him, make sure you be him in it. Do what you're supposed to do on the pitch first.
Sunshine FC says in the chat, they're saying, look, one of the main aspects to this is his advisory.
Yeah.
He's not been advised well. And let's not forget, Rashy got to sit down with Barack Obama on a live stream, you know. You see, after that stream, it's hard to keep your feet on the ground. It's hard. I got the MBE and I sat down with Barack Obama. Who are you lot talking to?
So that's the reason he's not tracking back? Is that
that makes no sense? You keep being that guy.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the guy now. That's what I'm saying. I'd be walking around like, I'm that guy. Yeah. Watch what I do on the pitch tomorrow. That's me. Yeah.
No, but then look at this though. Look at this. You're saying that, some people change after being on YouTube and getting a bit of fame. Some people start to switch it up and act different. It's a part of life. You see the content or the character of a person regardless. Some people might bust or get something cool happens, and now they're bigger than everyone. They ain't got no time for anyone. But that's probably always been there at their core. But then this is just elevated it. It's elevated this kind of ego, right? Now, maybe because we think about it. Look, when I look at Saka, that's a perfect example. Bro, he's the poster boy. He is the face of Arsenal, and he's been carrying them for years. And have you heard anything? Nothing at all. Not a peep. Does his job. No matter what. Go play left wing. Go play left back for England. Go play any way you want to play. You're going to move, and this is how it's going to be. Do you hear a peep? Not a thing. Come on, bro. It's not good enough.
For me, it's a downfall I don't understand, because you remember his words in 2024. He said, if you back me, good, but if you doubt me, even better. That sounds like somebody that's motivated, that wants to, he's like, haters, keep on hating, I'm going to shut you up. But why did that not come? Why did we not see that Marcus Rashford that we saw before the World Cup? So when you listen to the overlap, Gary Neville, they had this extensive conversation, and Marcus said, I made sure that I used, before we come back for preseason training, I did some training, intensive training with my circle. He has 3 or 4 people that are always around him, and then from there, Qatar burned him down. Right, he got the burnout after Qatar. So the next summer, he said, "No, I'm taking more time off for myself." And I think that's where there was something about it where maybe we didn't use Marcus Rashford sparingly enough. It was one of those things where you just throw the kid in, and then because he's doing good, you just keep playing him. And let's not forget, he had the back injury before he did the surgery. He was still playing with that surgery under Ole, and all this. It feels like maybe he. In his brain, he thinks he's given Man United so much. Man United owes him, but it doesn't work like that.
Well, and that's bro. I don't know if I'm not even trying to get all philosophical with us, but you watch. Hey, have you not seen that Mufasa movie yet? Have you not seen it?
Oh no, not yet. I haven't seen it.
No spoilers. My son. Listen, the funny thing is, right? I took my son to watch Sonic 3. Now my daughter wants to watch Mufasa, so I'm gonna go watch it soon. So I'll let you know soon. Don't tell me.
It all makes sense in terms of when you feel something is owed and it's not really owed. Like you've done something and you feel like it all makes sense.
About Scar. You're talking about Scar.
Just say when you think something's owed. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I've got to watch it next week.
No spoilers. You're not taking the liberties though. Someone said Mufasa dies. Spoiler.
Mufasa can't die in the first movie. He can't die in the first movie. He's in the Lion King. Right? He can't die.
Anyway.
Wait, hold on. So listen, let's get some of these super chats out the way.
Yeah, let's.
All right, then, KG, here you go. Super chats. Do you want me to read them? Okay.
You read them, bro. You already know that dyslexia attacks will be kicking in. I wasn't even prepared. I mentally told myself it's time for super chats now. Go on. Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry about it, bro. 4 hours left in the window. Ahmad and Kobe in 10 is lovely. Ghana is a 10. Okay. I'll take the PSR point reduction today to bring Arda in. Who's Arda?
The Madrid kid, the Turkish kid. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Madrid will ruin his potential. Baby Ozil. What? Baby what? Ozil.
Baby Ozil.
Oh, you're worse than me. Let me go. 48 hours left in the window.
Ozil.
You're worse than me, bro. I can't believe what you.
Bro, you can't read it. You're not allowed to read it. Go away.
I get it, bro, because that's pissing me off. That was even. Hopefully, I don't sound like that. I'm reading 48 hours left in the window. I'm not coming in 10 now. You're taking liberties.
What in the Floyd Mayweather is going on?
Yo, you made me look good. Oh my God. Ahmad and Kobe in the 10 is lovely. Ghana in the 10 is okay. I take PSR point reduction today. This guy's a snake. Can anyone read in this stream? Joe was fighting for his life reading that.
Joe never said in the front of the class.
Nah, bro, that made no sense to me at the end. Like,
Joe,
honestly.
look at the screen, bro. Look at us, bro.
It made no sense to me. That made no sense to me.
You're over there.
I'm trying to read the thing. I'm trying to read the thing. That's why.
Read it from there. You can read it from there.
Do you want to read the next one? Go on.
I didn't finish it, bro, because you kept getting rid of it.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop doing anything.
There you go. I'll take a PSR point reduction today to bring Arda in. Madrid will ruin his potential. Baby Ozil. I know it's never happening. Cool. Next one. That was crazy, bro. That's way too long. It's fine. Rashford is leaving now. Man United should be flying now. The problem is gone. The club should see success now. We know what he's doing right there. We know what Larry's doing right there. That's a bit of. Is that sarcasm? That's sarcasm.
I feel like there's sarcastic undertones in that because Aston Villa is actually
undertones.
Aston Villa is becoming a juggernaut, guys, in our eyes. It's crazy. It's the fact that they can, bring in Marcus, stay in the Champions League. We might end up seeing Marcus like having a better life than like if he had stayed at Man United.
No, but it doesn't matter. That's Man United fans need to get over that. I was watching UV today. I was watching Full View. I was watching Full View, yeah.
And
that was great show. But then again, some of the sentiments I'm fully with. It's like it doesn't matter. Like if Jadon Sancho performs well for Chelsea, that's good for Chelsea. We had him for years. It didn't work for us. If Rashford goes and performs well for Aston Villa, that also doesn't matter. We've had him for years, and guess what? We've had two really good seasons, but then it is what it is. You know what I mean? We have to get over players leaving and doing well, because when they was in a Man United shirt, could they manage it? When we had Elanga, it was good, but guess what? If we're being honest with ourselves, Elanga wasn't cutting it. He wasn't cutting it at the time.
Elanga wasn't given enough time.
Here we go.
Elanga wasn't given enough time.
KG, you know, I'm tired of people saying we're not allowed to do revisionism as well, though. Are we not allowed to look back and say that there was mistakes made? That's what part of revisionism is as well, you know. That was a mistake. People don't look back and learn from our mistakes. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that was a mistake in particular. That's just the example that you've chosen to use at this particular point. I'm saying that revisionism is a thing that you can look back and say, I've done something wrong. You can learn from your mistakes.
I'm gonna go back to the revisionism that we've had. Getting rid of Oli was a mistake.
Nah.
Cool.
Come on.
There you go.
There
you go.
No
Ten Hag should have had more money to spend.
Ten Hag should have what?
Ten Hag should have had more money to spend.
Nah, he spent enough.
Should have listened to. Should have
the season.
Should have backed Mourinho.
Yes.
We
should have chosen Mourinho over Pogba. That right there, I'll stand by.
We made a mistake there. Yes, we made a mistake right there, KG. Yeah, we did.
So on that Mourinho one, yeah, let's never forget European heritage and how you felt that night, because Mourinho didn't even live in Manchester, bro. He stayed in the hotel. This guy. Let's not forget what was going on at the time, guys. Let us not forget that. Let's not forget preseason and Mourinho falling out. Like, even when your player does win a World Cup, I think we always go back and say everything that man did was right in that moment, and we don't look at the nuance in the situation. Bro, Mourinho done mad things at that time. Mourinho got mad because he couldn't get Maguire. Was it Maguire that he lost his mind?
Yeah, he wanted Maguire.
He lost his mind for Maguire. This is what I'm saying.
Too.
So what are we talking about? There was a toxic moment with Mourinho as well. Like, there's been some bad. We can't now go back and say just because this is played out this way that everything that person did in that moment was right. It wasn't. There was issues there.
That's not what we're saying, KG. You said that. In fact, you're putting words in our mouth. We never said that. You asked us one question. I said words, nothing else, bro. You paused. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah. We're trying to say to you, KG, in that one particular question that you asked, yeah, we should have backed Mourinho. Yes, we should have. Maybe entailing that he wouldn't have ended up doing the crap that he did. Yeah, he fell out with us because he fell out with the ownership because he wasn't getting backed. Do you understand me? Exactly. That is something as well that you have to play into consideration here when you're saying the story. We're not saying that everything the man done was right. No. He then started doing stupidness. Like, you have to see the journey as well. You have to take into consideration the journey of how it happened.
I'm talking about when we revise something and say, look, this wasn't so bad. It's not true. That's the point I'm just making. I'm saying that we go back. I remember the streams when Anthony Elanga was in the team, and Oni Jailhouse Elanga was the one saying this guy's the truth. Only him, and everyone was cussing. He's getting sin binned. He was saying Elanga's the guy. Nobody was saying that. And I remember people wanted Elanga out of the team. Let's remember that. I remember when Elanga finally got the team, and then Rashford was in, and then people Facundo. I remember how was acting. Give Facundo those Elanga minutes. Let's not forget that, guys. And now all of a sudden, a guy is thriving, doing well, and then oh my God, he's great. The question is for us Man United fans is, well, are we going to wait for players to hit their potential is the question. I didn't do it. And I'm not saying that with Xerxes, I've learned a lesson in it. I went out early and I thought he's dead civilian. Yeah. The lesson from that is, well, give these players time because it's going to take a while. But the same players, same people, if Rasmus has to leave and if he starts hitting form and stuff, I don't want to hear none of these people saying, hey, this Rasmus, that Rasmus, this Rasmus, that, because we were saying, look in the moment how we're moving.
Sure, I'll give you that. On Rashford, fine. We have to draw the line at some point. But of course, in general, there's some players you have to support and say, and understand that form is not a linear thing. These peaks and dips.
You got to
go, man. Sorry, man. You lot, we'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
Hey, you guys, make sure you go and follow KG over at He's gone over to Women's Wrestling News 365. Yes. If you're a wrestling fan, jump over there soon. We're going to be joining them soon as well. But yeah, let's continue, bro.
I think
we're just going to have a measured show just like this.
The thing that KG mentioned, Joe, I want to ask you, Facundo Pellistri, do you think he was given enough time?
He was here long enough, but he didn't get enough opportunity. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Great answer.
Yeah. So here's the thing. The thing with certain players right now as well, even with the likes of Garnacho, I don't think they give enough time underneath the tutelage of the managers that they're working with right now. Do you understand what I mean? When it comes to young players, it's different to developed players. Do you understand what I mean? With the likes of Marcus Rashford, we've seen you enough. We've seen when you was at your best, and now we've seen you at your worst, when you don't want to give anything more. We've seen enough. With the likes, for me, I don't know. It's different for some people. Some people say they've seen enough of Garnacho already. He's not ready. He's not the man. All of that rubbish, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. But for me, there's still something there to be developed. At the age of 20, you're trying to tell me he's trash. We're trying to see. We'll see if you go somewhere else how you're gonna feel then. But this is what revision is. When you see something happen somewhere else, because we're kind of in a bubble here. This Man United bubble where we're only looking at our players and analyzing our players and seeing how well our players stack up against our players, But when they go somewhere else and start doing it big for someone else, we're like, damn, didn't know they could do that. Yeah, that's revisionism.
Sure, and there's nothing wrong. Like, I feel like right now it feels like there's a negative connotation towards revisionism. You can actually learn from your mistakes, by looking back as
Yes,
well. So there's nothing wrong with, it's not always like, it's a bad thing. That's what I want to make sure that we understand in this discussion. But what the reason why for me I ask about Facundo is because, bro, like Eric Ten Hag, as much as I used to support him, I realized that there was some flaws sometimes in his talent ID, and we see
of course.
Amad Diallo proving that. Now, Facundo left, and if I'm not mistaken, it was under Ten Hag, and that makes me feel like, who knows what that kid could have actually offered, like if he was still around, say under Ruben Amorim, you know, could he have been one
The
of
thing
those?
though, bro.
Yeah,
Every manager offers something different, don't they?
yeah,
Yeah, in terms of the development of players.
yeah.
And once again, this is why hastiness of getting rid of managers can also hinder the team. If you're going to say that Amram is your guy now, yeah, and you're going to back him, you're going to have to develop this team for at least the next 3 to 4 years underneath his
Mhm.
tutelage. So you're going to have to get rid of certain players that maybe the next manager might have appreciated. And we're always going to be doing this looking back thing. Well, that guy could have probably worked for you.
Mhm.
So I do understand the argument of not having revisionism, but for me, revisionism is nothing more than trying to learn from your mistakes. As long as you do it in the right way, we can't keep crying about everybody that leaves.
Straight
But
up. Yeah.
at some point, you do have to look back and say, was that a good idea? Was the hair a good idea? Do you know,
Was
getting rid of the hair, was
McTominay
that a good idea?
exactly?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
will revise on that all day, fam. The
Yeah.
revisionism on that one is strong in me, fam. Yeah, I told
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have called DDG back up long time when he was on holiday doing
Fa-
nothing. Come back now. This guy Onana's got butterfingers, fam. And I don't want him playing on my. Listen, anyway,
Facts.
both
Facts.
our keepers are not even great. But anyway, there's
Let's
nothing wrong with a little bit of revisionism. That's all I'm saying.
100%. I'm curious what other people have to say, man. Let's just go ahead and
Yeah.
share
How
the
much time
link.
you got left? How much time
Uh,
you got left?
I've got like 20 minutes. So let's just share the link real quick and
All
then
right, let's just share the link now.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get people in
yeah.
here.
All right. All
Yeah, let's
right.
get this cracking.
Make sure you hit the like button, by the way. If you're just joining in, big up yourself. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And like
So,
to
what do
check
you think
out.
about revisionism? What do you,
So
sorry, what do you think of revisionism as well, my friend?
so it's very important. It's part of, like, moving forward. You have to be able to look back and know which trajectory you're in, because if you just make decisions and not look back at what the consequences of your previous decisions are, then you will never really learn from your mistakes. you know you have to always take a moment and step back periodically, every now and then. It's not every single time when you got to do that, but and it pains me to hear this. And sometimes when we're having these football conversations, that it's revisionism, stop it, don't say that. It has its place. you know
Thank you.
Let let's bring in Benidre in the building. I haven't talked to Benidre in a long time. Big up.
Hey,
Hey,
Bernie, what you say, fam?
Big up, man. No good.
Yes,
we
bro. What
live,
you saying?
bro. What you say, fam?
I am here, man. I am here, but it's been a long time. It's been a really, really long time. But we're here
Yes.
still, and we still watch the streams.
Yes, sir.
Thank God.
Happy New Year. In
Happy New
Botswana, we
Year,
always
man.
say Happy New Year. Could
Yes.
March. If it's the first time I see you, Happy New Year, fam.
Same thing right here. Happy New Year, boss. Happy New
Yes,
Year.
sir. Yes.
Joe Blackman,
Nothing.
your reading is as good as a microphone.
Oh, so it's good then because my microphone's good right now.
No, your
Yeah,
microphone sounds trash.
right now.
It's still
No, no,
not
no.
good.
No way does my microphone sound trash right now. Does my mic sound trash?
It looks
Let's
good.
start playing with me, right?
It looks good, but
Because
it sounds
KG would have said
trash.
something to
No, it's all right. It's all right.
It's okay, man. It's
He's
okay.
messing with you. But let's go ahead and cook,
me.
Gray.
Making me check all my shit right now. You know that, right? I'm checking everything right now, saying, what the fuck is he talking about? Anyway, let me not worry. Let me not panic. Uh, but
Yo,
yeah, I'm going to do some reading now. I'm going to start a book
but
club.
but I agree though.
Go on.
I mean, a bit of revisionism is important. It
Yeah.
it, it does have its place. I want to say one thing before I even go further with that, because we were talking about this whole Marina thing,
Hmm.
bro. Marina was proper toxic, and everybody knows that Marina was toxic. Let me tell you, when I know that Marina was toxic, when I didn't like this guy, it was 2011. He was at Madrid. And for no apparent reason, this man walked over and poked Tito in his eye.
Okay.
Tito died 3 years later. I blame him.
Okay. So so you're saying because of that incident, he's just like a toxic like help me understand your point of view again, bro. Yeah.
Tell me, but for
Yeah.
what reason? For what reason is Marino justified walking
He
over and
okay.
sticking his finger into somebody's eye?
Sure, that's harassment. That's the in a workplace. That's not
Bro, the man should have seen prison. The man is a criminal. The man is a criminal, but how you feel do that? The man is a criminal.
No, yes, he had criminal tendencies. I'm not gonna like disregard that.
To
Like
to
so,
this day, I blame him for the man's death. I don't care.
but like we saw what he did with the medical
Yeah,
person
at
at
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yes. But there's a moment when Mourinho gets into a zone of like self-sabotage. I don't care. I'm really pissed off. But
The man was
it's
throwing a tantrum. He
he
was throwing a
was
tantrum. He was like, you see, when you have some parents with some spoiled kids and they go out and they don't get what they want and they
yes.
throw themselves on the ground, that's
Yes.
him.
Okay. Point heard. I want to hear the last 30 seconds on Rashford. Where do you stand on this one then?
My thing with Rashford right now
Yeah.
is that he had to go, and I know that he had to go, right? And I agree with him going. I just don't get the hate that people and the abuse that people are throwing at him. A lot of people, a lot of content creators. It just
Mm.
hurts me to hear the hate. He had to go. I agree with it, but we didn't need the hate. But anyway, I see the seconds counting now. Big up
Hold
yourself.
on,
Bless up yourself.
before you go though, Bernie, do you know what? Forget the seconds just real quick, because really and truly, you should have had like
Yo, why are you in the
4 minutes.
dark?
But
Yeah, what you doing in the dark?
I was busy. I wanted you to see the timer, but I was busy. Hold on.
Busy?
Is it under Kenny? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Is it under Ben? Hey, that sounds racist, bro. Well, you couldn't see me. I was here the whole time, fam. I was here the whole
Oh,
time,
I
bro.
should have
What you
said,
trying to
Who
say?
said it?
Joe,
I was.
It's the
smile.
You
color
trying
thing.
to say?
Smile.
What you trying
Smile.
to say? Is it under Billy color thing? Is
It's
that
the
see?
color. It's the
Is it
color thing.
under?
No. No.
No.
No, Joe,
What you saying?
black
What
man.
you saying? I
If
disappear
you're
like the
going to
Undertaker.
no,
What?
if you're going to say if you're going to ask that question, you have to do it just like Sol Campbell. It's the color thing.
No, anyway, I wanted to ask you something real quick before you go, but this guy was saying he couldn't see me. Rude. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, like with the Marcus Rashford thing, don't you think that he's created that kind of hate amongst the fan base on himself? Because I never used to hate Marcus Rashford. I used to love the kid, yeah, and then his attitude on the pitch and the way that he's conducted himself, it just made me like, F this guy,
Yeah,
bro. F
yeah.
this guy.
I understand what you're saying, Joe. You understand? And I see it as well. I remember all the times when he wouldn't track back, all the times when he was sulking, you know, and even some of the statements that he has made and the things that he does off the pitch, going to the clubs and all of that
It's like
stuff.
he
I,
don't
I
care.
remember,
He don't
yeah,
care.
Yeah.
I remember all of that. But you know what I remember too? I also remember the good times. You see, you have to balance the thing, You have to
True.
kind of balance the thing. So I remember all of the good times and all of the good things. And as shit as people say that Marcus Rashford is, he has
Yeah.
been one of the best players we've had for the past 10 years, post Sir Alex Ferguson. You understand? So I'm not going to abuse him.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call him Trashford and all of these things.
Sure. 100%.
When I watch some of these streams and some of the things that they say, it just makes me feel bad. I heard KG give an analogy
Mm.
about a breakup. Mine would be slightly different. Mine would be like, yeah, it's a necessary breakup. It's not that you don't love the person anymore. It's not that you fall out of love with the person, but the relationship is just too toxic, and it's best that you are apart.
You
So it's
both,
not that you
yeah,
fall in
part
love,
ways.
but you just part ways. And that's how I feel about the whole situation right now. I wish him all the best for the future. It just won't work here.
Big up, Jay.
You know what? A big call, Bernie, big up as always. Thank you. Do you know what? And I kind of agree with that analogy. How about you, boss? What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. There's a moment where like staying together hurts both of you guys more than like anything. So it's best you like separate ways, and that's unfortunately where the relationship with Marcus Rashford went, which is such a it pains because exactly the potential that he had, and when especially his breakout season, and then the season where he scored 30 goals, and you're like, oh, we had something. We could have look at what we could have been, but now look at where we are. So,
Let me ask you this then. I'll tell you what. Yeah, how much time you got left? One more time. Tell me.
so now we are at 15 minutes, bro. Let's bring in
All right, I'll
somebody
tell
else.
you what. Yeah, you choose who's coming in. I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock for everybody from now on.
All right. Let's go. Let's start with the great one.
Yo,
One.
big up Joe
You
Blackman,
got
big up
yourself,
boss.
brother.
Big up. Listen, boss, I warned you yesterday that your lawyer is not going to save you today. I
That-
told you.
Where was
When you're getting pressed by Joe Blackman and Kate,
Chip.
big man thing,
What?
they were hyping him up. They were like, I'm going to defend you. You don't have to do the whole chip. I was like, yeah. I
Who
told
told
you,
you
man.
that?
They were
Who told
hyping
you
him
you
up.
weren't gonna have to do no hot chip, fam?
No,
He was getting hyped up by his lawyer. I told him
I
your lawyer
was
won't be here today.
I was seeking some legal advice.
Where's the
on
lawyer, bro?
stream.
Where's the lawyer?
My
Where
lawyer
is the lawyer,
he's
man?
in the chat.
Hold on. I bet it was her. Doctor, it wasn't you, was it? Hey,
No, she was there, but it
doctor.
was not her. It was somebody else.
It
Bath
was
time. I don't remember.
last time. Yeah.
Okay, doctor, off the hook. I'll come back to you in a second. All right. Do you know what? Let's not waste your time. Let's talk about this Rashford situation, though. Great one. We're just gonna hold this guy accountable soon. Don't worry about it. Yeah?
Rashy. Listen, this guy,
Rashford.
bro. This guy, Rashford, fam.
Mm.
I heard what Bernard had to say, but big man thing, ban that guy, bro. Ban Rashford, fam. I don't care about that guy, bro. Do you know? I used to love Rashford. I used to love Marcus Rashford, but I turned on him.
Me too.
In the Europa League final. Everyone says the attitude problem. I know when the attitude problem started. Europa League final, he was absolutely trash, bro. Pogba was growing into the game. We're bringing on one matter. Ole substitutes Rashford. His number goes up. For like 2 minutes, Rashford refuses to come off the pitch. Then Ole tells Pogba, get off. And then we ended up losing the game. Pogba was actually playing well. You get me? Pogba was playing well. We should have won that game. Rashford refused to come off.
He said,
the moment I
what?
turned on Rashford. That's the moment I was like, bro, we're not on the same page anymore. You get me? Even Ronaldo, if you put up his number, he will come off the pitch. You are Marcus Rashford, bro. You're Trashford, fam. You're not Ronaldo. You get me? His number came up. That's why even when he did the 30 GA 2 seasons ago, I was like, yeah, it's come, bro. The first time me calling in on KG's show, I had a battle with Costa. Costa was trying to defend Rashford.
Whoa.
And I absolutely destroyed him, fam. You get me? I won that debate. And guess what? 2 years later, I've won again, bro. You get me? So with Rashford, it is what it is. I can't wait for the guy to go, bro. I know Bernard Razo, the good. Ooh, he scored against PSG. Ban that, bro.
Yeah.
Ban that, fam. Hey, listen. Right now, the great one is talking my kind of language right now because I feel like Marcus Rashford brought this on himself. I 100% feel like he deserved. Look, I'm not saying to go and stone the man or anything or go and send him any messages. I'm just saying,
footballing terms.
Fund that guy.
In footballing terms.
Fund that guy for
like
real.
Ty says.
It's a little bit too far calling him that though, Trashford. But like, yeah, I get the frustration. It's a dislike.
It comes from love. Listen, both. It comes from me loving you, and then you betray me.
He hurt us, fam.
When you betray me that way, it's gonna go sideways, bro. You get it's gonna go from 100 to 0, bro.
You broke my heart. That's like a brother that broke your heart. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
That final. Like, and after that final, that's when the tracking back started. That's when he stopped tracking back. After that final. Because he's like, I'm bigger. He made Ole apologize to him. Ole said he needs to concentrate on his football. 3 days later, Ole's like, I'm sorry. I did not mean that, Rashford. I'm like, what? Come on, bro.
That's because Ole's whack. But anyway, I'm not going to say anything.
Bro, respect Ole, bro. Respect Ole.
Big up yourself, great one. Listen, I was saying Ole should have never been a manager at Man United anyway. Even if he did interim thing, that was fine. But I never backed Ole as a manager ever. Don't even think I ever sang Ole at the wheel. I never done that. But I was never on social media at that time.
You sure, Joe? If we look,
I wasn't on social media at the time.
Okay.
I wasn't, bro. I was Ollie out from a long time, but I don't care. We can't trace it back that far. I went on YouTube then. But
all right.
Trust me.
Lucky you.
But let's talk to another. Well, I don't know if you could call him level-headed, but here comes Charles, fam. Here comes Charles. Charles, big up yourself, brother.
What do you mean you're not sure level-headed? You must be smoking crack. You must be on crack. What do you
Well,
mean?
I only smoke one thing in it, yeah. Like, come on now. Let's
It's all
go.
right.
Right, talk
See,
your talk, bro.
firstly,
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Rashi, finally, it took him, 3 years to leave, but we are finally here. That's all right. Piss off, lad. Hopefully that his brother Garnacho can follow him. I actually want to take this time to apologize to Erlanga. Statements were made. I remember calling Garnacho a spicy Erlanga. I
Ooh.
apologize. They are not on the same level. They cannot be on the same level. I don't know what
Who's
even came
better?
upon me,
Of
bro.
course,
Come on,
Elanga is better now. That's
Elanga,
clear.
bro.
He's clear.
Levels.
Give it
You
time.
see, Elanga in that wing back position, bro. We could have been eating good. We could have been eating good. Elanga, a right
You know
wing
what?
back.
Damn. Charles,
So you
bro.
don't mind a bit of revisionism then, Charles, yeah?
Oh no,
Revisionism is a good
I'm
thing in
all
your eyes
for
then.
it. I'm all for revisionism, bro. I'm here talking about Operation Hyena too. I'm revising everything. Everything we have done, all the traits you are talking about, just go through the players we have let go. You will find one or two. You will find one or two. It's bound to happen. So if we cannot come forward and say, okay, maybe this player would have done well, then I don't know what we're doing. All this he has left bullshits, and then the same people that said he has left, let him go. They will be watching this Negro waiting for him to fail. It makes no sense.
Just get out. Why do we have to use racial slurs? Like,
No,
or
but
racial
Negro is not that racial. Come on, come on. Like,
Negro. Okay, fine. We're gonna say Negro now, yeah? I just don't.
no,
I don't
no,
even
no.
need to use
It's
it.
not.
I don't even need to use it.
We're not gonna bring it in our regular vernacular, but like it's not. It's
Right.
not like
I'm gonna let it finish before his
young.
time goes.
What
Before his
Yeah,
what
time goes,
is
let him talk.
I just need to know what is wrong with the word I just used. We are talking about
Oh,
black
you see,
men.
I'll tell you something, yeah.
Black
I'll
men
tell you
that have
something.
been
Let me
it's
shamed.
black
pause it.
men
Let
talking
me
as
pause it.
well. It's different if somebody else that
You
wasn't
know,
Let me
like
pause it.
saying it. But
Let me
yeah,
pause it.
no, it's not
yeah.
inflammatory.
If
I don't want to get
Connor
into it
had
right now.
said it, yeah,
But you know
Rashi.
what, Charles? Charles, I'll tell you what. Join me another day on Truth is Truth. Yeah, we're gonna talk about why I don't like it. Okay, but we'll
Yeah,
talk about that another day. All right.
no
Let's just
problems.
restart your thing.
But yeah.
Go on.
Wait, Wagwan, can I say Jungle Bunny though?
No,
What the fuck? Yeah, get the fuck out. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? You see,
this is
you
why
give a guy an inch.
these
You give a
Negroes
guy an
ain't
inch, and it takes a mile pause. Yeah. What the fuck? Why?
uh,
Why?
oh man, Charles, it's too much,
I'm trying to get sponsors, bro. What are
right?
you doing? I don't even feel. I don't even feel comfortable now bringing in Doctor NHS after that comment. So I'm going to bring in someone else first.
Let's bring in somebody else. Bring in Mark.
let's bring in. Let's bring in Mark and then Uncle, and then we're bringing Doctor to end the show.
Yeah.
Mark, how you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, fam?
Talk to me now. Talk to me now.
Bro,
What's
born
really good?
Marcus Rashford, bro. I don't know what Boston them
Hey,
men talking
listen, I'm
about.
not even.
Born them men, bro. Them men and them had the time, bro. 10 years is enough time. You know what I mean? 10 years, bro. Not even 5, bro. 10. Them ask yourselves, how many players in the squad been here for 10 years, bro? But we talking about give a man time. Bro, every time we go and say that, bro, every single time, at some point in time, we gotta say enough is enough. I mean, we want to win,
Marcus
right?
Rashford has
Or
had enough
we just
time,
want to
though.
be big man United by name.
Mark, question: do you think like we overexerted Rashford too? Like he played, the guy
Bro,
was taking.
listen, did
Hold on,
Ronaldo
he was taking
overexert himself
painkillers.
in 20
Hold on,
something
hold
years
on,
of
hold
football?
on, hold on. He was taking painkillers, bro, and carrying the club on like for a
Sid, when
long
did he
time,
carry
Did you
United,
say
bro?
carrying the club?
bro.
What the
When
shit
Like
did
is
you
you
say
saying here,
carrying the
bro?
club?
Carrying club
When was he
when?
carrying the fucking club, bro?
Bro, the last time he went
come
at FA
on.
When?
Cup, last I checked, his 2 academy graduates was carrying the club to
When
victory,
did
bro,
he
with
He
3
carry
had
this
goals.
club?
he has had 2 good seasons at Man United.
All right,
Yes,
out
no.
of 10, you're saying, bro. 10
Sure,
we talking
sure.
about,
He
you talking
carried us
about
in
2?
those 2 good seasons. Like,
Nah, King. No, brother. This is not football. They not Man United football. You talking about Brighton levels,
Carried
bro.
the club.
This is not Brighton levels, bro. This is Man United, King.
No,
I don't know
okay,
about
but
you,
the point
but
is,
this is Man
listen,
United. I don't know
okay.
about you. The point is, this is Man United, King. He been here long enough.
Mhm.
Time to go. And
Let-
bro, we don't want him to go on bad
this
terms.
guy
You think
said he
man
was
want to be
carrying
talking
us.
about him
What did
negatively?
we get carried to? Where did we get carried to? How?
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah.
these
he
men
What
never
carried
did
us
do
to
Where?
it.
where?
Yeah.
To
Bro,
where?
Where
what
did
To
we
is
where?
that,
go?
we need
bro?
to ask this
Take
guy
it. We
Where
questions.
carried
did
us
we
to
go?
where?
Where did he carry
Oh,
us to?
loud.
When did he carry us? How did he carry us? Like what
Okay,
was go-
maybe
I'm not
maybe carrying was the wrong verb. Maybe carrying was the wrong
what
verb.
okay.
Bro, everything was the
I
wrong vernacular
replace
in that
the
terminology,
verb.
bro.
Listen,
Wait,
listen.
replace it. Replace it. What did he do?
He contributed to us like getting second. He contributed to us going to a Europa League final. Let's not act like he was not playing
So
during the.
he contributed to nothing. Basically, he contributed to nothing.
Exactly.
All right,
I
cool.
don't know what man is
Carry
talk
on.
about, bro.
He
From a club where
contributed
had
to
the likes of
nothing.
Ronaldo and
I
Rooney
admitted
and these
carrying was
boys.
the wrong verb.
This
Let's not
And
get
then you
hung
said he
up
now
on it.
contributed to
He
nothing.
contributed. He
To
contributed. No,
nothing. To nothing.
well,
to
that's not
nothing,
on him.
bro.
That's
All
on
right,
David De
cool.
Gea missing that
David De Gea now, who's the goalkeeper
This
now?
guy
David De
is a
Gea, when
forward,
you're
and
a
in
winger attacker,
120
supposed to score
minutes,
goals.
he could not get us
When the number
the goal we
10,
needed. But
but
yeah,
you smoking
blame
on.
the goalkeeper. This guy is just catching to us
Ah!
What this man
right now.
talking about here, boy? This man just said David De Gea, I know, bro. Reason for not scoring a
Ah.
penalty.
A
Well,
goalkeeper,
if De
blood.
Gea had
That's a
scored the
forward.
penalty, would it be different? Would we be talking about something
We
different?
crossed the
We
watershed
will probably
already.
be taking penalty kicks
The
till
fuck?
today if David De Gea didn't
Ah,
miss. What do you
shut
mean?
up, man. Shut
Like
up.
it's just they're chatting there,
Nah,
bro. Rashy
bro.
carried us to nothing.
You not being
Absolutely
serious, but,
nothing.
oh God, but, just so Charles, give me a
Okay.
chance. You really was joking here, you was being sarcastic, bro.
Bro, I said I used the
He's
wrong
being
word.
serious.
I
No, no,
used the
no.
wrong word.
Forget being serious,
No,
bro.
no, no,
You
no,
just said
no.
the wrong
I'm,
word. You was being serious in
I want
intention.
Rashford to go. I think he deserves to go, but I'm not gonna be out here and negate that he didn't contribute anything towards Man
Nobody never say he didn't contribute, but the
Contributed
level
to
of where you
what?
contribute, just now, Charles, hold on. The level of contribution you trying to insinuate here, bro, is criminal, eh? I'm telling you now, eh,
What
bro.
level did I try to
Bro,
insinuate?
listen. You try to talk about a Europa semi-final, King. And
A
David De
Europa
Gea
League
missing caught
final. Hear
a
me
final,
properly
a final,
before you
right? And
argue that.
Is David De Gea fault. So for 90 minutes, he didn't score enough goals for Man United to win or assist enough for Man United to win. But it's David De Gea fault. Who saved how many shots in that game?
Well, if the
Nah,
guy
man.
had scored that penalty, we'd be talking a different story right now,
Oh, that
sir.
would have been that would have been because of David De Gea. We win, not because of him, right? It'll be
I-
David De Gea fault. We win, not because of Rashford.
listen.
Oh, okay.
I'm not out here
No,
saying that. Look,
you just said he carried us, bro.
bro, I said he contributed. Didn't
No,
I
he
retract? Didn't I take
carried
back?
and contribution is a far cry from each other, bro. Big up, though. Big up.
Here, let me contribute to sitting being you. Here you go. Boom. Here we go. Let me talk. Bring in uncle. I'm not gonna
No,
be
let's talk
out
to
here over
let's talk
semantics.
to. I'm gonna bring in Uncle and Doctor at the same time, yeah, because I know you got to go as well
Yeah,
soon, yeah.
yeah.
So let's give them.
Yeah.
How much minutes should we give them? You talk to me.
All right. Let's hear
Pause.
uncle. Let's make it a collective conversation. All right.
All
3
right, no
minutes
minutes. All right,
or 4.
all
Yeah.
right. So I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, 4 minutes. What? How much time you got?
Just press forward, bro. Just press
So you've
forward.
just started the conversation already. What is all this
Oh,
thing
then
that we
you
are
talk,
doing
talk,
here?
talk, 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 talk.
Doctor,
So,
over to
Come
you.
on, but
Let us start.
so, uncle,
First
let
of
me
all,
explain to you because you weren't understanding what was going on. First of all, we're arguing over semantics, but we're here talking about the departure of Rashford, and I'm saying I'm happy that he's leaving, but I'm not gonna stand here on this platform and pretend that he has zero contributions to our team. Of course, we didn't win cups. Of course, like there's something that Rashford did, and I wish him best of luck. That's all. It's no big deal. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
we
what you
agree
said.
with
You said
you.
carried us. You said he carried us. Okay, now if you could replace what you said, yeah, instead of carrying, what would you have said then?
I said he
But because that's what we
contributed.
got so angry about.
Contributed to Manchester United's, like, as a forward, he contributed. It was not enough, obviously, to get us over the line, but that's all that this conversation, this yappa yappa was all about. I want him gone. I'm happy that he's going. That's where I stand. Uncle, am I in the wrong? or Doctor?
Well, I will wait for Doctor to go first. Joe,
So
give us
first,
back our 4 minutes because you
I'm
people
going
have
to
been talking.
I'm going to be quick and then I'll dip.
Talk.
Yeah,
So you're not wrong. He contributed. He did not carry. He contributed. He
sure.
he him going is great, but he needs to also change his circle. Sunshine FC said it earlier on. He needs to change his circle. That's first of all. Second of all, he has to keep his ego to whatever basic level. And maybe Aston Villa, what will make him see that the grass may or may not be greener on the other side. Okay, maybe United is grass greener. We never know. He'll go and learn.
Mm,
Um, maybe that free, but let's all be clear. This is 6 month loan, so we don't know whether he's actually gonna go stay at Villa or not. Whether they
oh,
would want him to keep him or not. But
mm,
this may also open his eyes, and that's
mm,
great. And it's great. He'll be playing Champions League. Hopefully, they get to the finals, and we may get more money from other teams in Europe.
mm.
Actually, Villa
Yeah,
is not that bad. I mean, I prefer Villa over like the Arsenal bid
I
because or the you know what I mean.
yeah.
Anyway,
I
and
hear what
then
you're saying. It's a win.
just
It's a win-win for everybody. And what if he
yeah,
goes
it's
to
and
Aston Villa and
I
has a
honestly
dirty
wish
record?
him well. I
Yeah,
honestly wish him well. Like
yeah,
I hope he goes and does well.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
it's he just has to change his mindset, keep his ego levels to the like keep himself what's it down to earth,
100%,
you know.
100%. Yeah. I
Yeah,
thank
and
you
I
for that.
have to go because I have to go watch the Royal Rumble.
All
Bye.
right, all right, all right. Big
Just
up.
do too as well. Right, Uncle.
Yes, I think I will just give a. I personally, I want
Mm,
Rashford out of this club. I think he has
Mm,
overstayed his welcome. You understand?
mhm,
But I think for the first time I was thinking about it. I was trying to think about it from a different perspective today,
mhm.
and I will give a certain example based on my own experience.
Okay.
There was a time I was living somewhere during the COVID period.
Mm,
I was living in a certain place and I was going through a certain phase, you know,
mm,
and because of everything associated with that phase I was going through, even after I had fixed the issue, every time I stepped back into that environment at when I'm done and I come back into that environment, I felt that negative energy waiting for me
yes.
every single
Mm,
time I step back into that environment.
mm,
At the time, I just had to move from there. You know, I had to leave there and go to somewhere else.
mm,
Sometimes there is so much negative energy in a place for a person. The person just needs a new breath of life, and I think that is what Rashford needs. Rashford might go to Aston Villa and perform fantastic. He might go to another club and perform well, or he may not. We don't know.
mm,
But I think he has been in Manchester United for too long
mm.
and played under way too many managers with varying styles of play and everything, and he just needs a breath of fresh air. He just needs that. Has he overstayed? Yes.
Mm.
Is he good for the club? No. Did he carry the club? I disagree. He contributed, and he was rewarded handsomely with a good deal, with
Mm,
and good payment. But
mm.
I think that breath of fresh air is what he needs. Manchester United is now toxic for Marcus Rashford, and he needs that change of environment.
Uncle, do you know what? Well said as usual. And do you know the funny thing is,
Yeah.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Rashford, look, and but you must understand exactly why everybody felt like rushing you at that point when you said that he carried us, yeah. And it's like he carried us to what, fam? But obviously you retracted that statement and we've moved on from it. But it just goes to show you the level of, I don't know if you can call it delusion or the level of differences in how the community sees Rashford. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. Some people are gonna miss him. Some people hate him already, and some people just wishes him the best. Yeah. And right now,
Oh, when Rashford scores for Aston Villa, you will see what will happen. Once he starts playing well for Aston Villa, you will see what will happen. But remember what I said.
Yeah.
He should not come back at the end of the loan. Manchester United is too toxic for him. It is now toxic environment. So he should leave. And for Charles that is saying in the comment section, am I referring to Beer Palo? You don't have to know. Don't worry. I moved to a better place. I moved to a better place with a tastier. You know what? Forget about it. Don't
tell your business. He said, "Well."
That was some great words of wisdom.
Living that life. Don't worry about it. Uncle's living that life.
Yes,
all right.
yes. But I felt this is the most personal Uncle has gotten with us, and I hope people were taking down notes, because this is not just even about Marcus Rashford. It's about every one of us, you know, in our whatever situations. There's a moment where you have to know that even if you think you've arranged things and fixed things, don't go back in that negative vibes place, you know,
environment. Yeah, step away from toxic environments. And Marcus Rashford, you could have been something good, and even if you go on to be something even greater than what you are now, it's just not good here anymore. And please don't come back, because it would only be worse if you did something wrong and came back here. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if he was playing well over there and it comes back and he's crap again over here, bro. He would get anyway. Let's just leave it at that, Marcus Rashford. Hopefully you find your feet over Aston Villa and get yourself a good deal somewhere.
And a good girl, too. He needs to start a family.
How's that? How we ending this? Yeah.
I
don't even know. Right, believe. You gotta believe.
Shut up.